Scott J. Marshall, the Dog Dad here, and in this video we're going to be covering a very common problem. And this is what to do if your dog won't eat liver or organs. So stick around. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to see more raw feeding videos and raw feeding related stuff, then go ahead and click the subscribe button below, as well as that little bell notification icon so that you don't miss future videos. So your dog won't eat liver or organs. This is actually a really common problem. And there's a few reasons for it, so let's go over those and then some solutions. Issue number one, texture. Sometimes the dogs just think that it's plain slimy and gross. Some dogs aren't used to how smooth or weird or just mushy it is. It's just weird. Issue number two, really intense, weird flavor. Some dogs will get liver or spleen or something like that in their mouths and just get the total yak face, and they just think that it's gross. You can see it in their face. And issue number three, sometimes dogs are just picky. There are picky dogs out there just like there are picky people out there. So what can you do about it? Don't worry, there are solutions to this problem, so let's go over them. Solution one, feed it frozen. Whether it's completely frozen, partially frozen, it doesn't really matter. The point is that it takes care of some of these problems. It's not going to change your dog from being a picky eater, but it just might trick them, because it being frozen mellows out the flavor as well as changes the texture. Solution number two, blend it. Now I don't just mean put it into a blender or a food processor and liquefy it. I mean blend it with other things, specifically egg and possibly coconut oil. Back when we were starting our dogs on organs, they had the same issue. They hated the texture, they spit it right out, the flavor was probably too intense, and one of our boys is super picky. So we used this method, and within a week, they were eating organs and liver without having to do this whole process. So it's not a long-term permanent thing. Just take whatever it is that you're feeding, let's say that it's going to be liver and sweetbreads, put it into a blender or a food processor, crack an egg in it, maybe take a spoonful of coconut oil and blend it into a liquid. Feed it in a bowl and you're good to go. What this is going to do is, again, mellow out that flavor, cover it up a little bit with the flavor of the coconut oil and the egg. It's obviously going to change the texture into a liquid, and again, we might just trick that little picky eater. Number three, grind it with other stuff. If you're one of the people out there that are lucky enough to have a grinder, then all that you need to do is take that liver, whatever the other organ is, and grind it along with the actual food that you are making. Just make sure that you're doing your due diligence and making sure that it's as balanced as possible. Alright, to recap, just keep in mind all that we're trying to do here is mask the texture, mask the flavor, and trying to trick the picky eater. So we are either feeding frozen or partially frozen, we are blending with other ingredients to accomplish this, or we are grinding with other ingredients to accomplish this. Go ahead and click the subscribe button below, as well as the bell notification icon, and make sure that you check out the link at the top of the description for the 7 simple steps to feeding raw. It's completely free, no strings. And remember, you don't have to be perfect to be an amazing dog owner. You just have to do your best every day and try to improve as you go forward. Peace.